Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's go. So we pick up where we left off with Karen blowing up Mia's spot. But in this particular instance, Stacy is taking up for Mia. Stacy feels like when it comes to children, instead of Karen just blowing everything out, talking about the paternity of the child and how Mia already knew it, she should have just brought that to Mia instead of telling the group. So now Karen is feeling a certain way. She feels like Stacy is not supporting her. And now she wants to know, because Stacy is kind of speaking up for Mia, what does Mia have on Stacy? Mia doesn't have to have anything on Stacy. Stacy is just a right and wrong kind of person. And that's why I think she's perfect for this show. Y'all, did y'all see Jassy? Like, Jassy was there for 0.000 seconds. They said Jassy is here. She passed by. I didn't even get to see Jassy. I didn't even realize that was her. Where is she? Child, so Ashley is getting ready to do her show. A mess. I do love that her mother is right there supporting her. Still a mess. So, child, she out there dancing around. She has gone and she has picked up Karen, and she takes Karen on stage and she dances with Karen, and then the whole thing is over. Before I go on from this, so they're downloading Ashley on everything that has happened while she was getting ready for this performance, right? And then when Wendy is talking about Gordon having the paternity test and Mia wasn't telling the truth about anything, did y'all hear Jacqueline come out and say Gordon lies a lot? Like, I'm so over Jacqueline. She is not a good friend. So the ladies have met to eat and talk about everything that has happened. And Karen, you know, she wants to talk about Mia being a liar and how she's defaming her character and how she's telling fables. All of those things are true. But at the same time, as she's telling the ladies that, she knows that she's lying and telling fables. Because we saw the body cam. Thomas Jefferson concubine. And then we get into Kay. Kay needs to run right now. She's talking about Greg. He doesn't want her to be on the show. She said they're having problems just living together. That's the first problem, right? You don't even have a ring, and he's telling you how you can hyphenate or not hyphenate your name, and you're not even engaged. Then he doesn't want her on the show. However, I do agree with Ashley. Whatever is going on is going to be worse on this show because people will get into a relationship. But UK, I agree with Gizelle. Do not let a man dim your light. Like, she's sitting here crying, talking about the compromise, talking about maybe we should live back in our separate places. I agree. That's exactly what you should do. Because if you crying right now, baby, when you say I do, it's going to be 10 times worse than this. We cannot talk about Ken from Love and Marriage Huntsville without putting Ink in that same box. As soon as he gets in the car from the airport, he talks about taking Jeremiah to a game. Then he said he got a text from Gordon about the paternity test. Mia's like, oh, he's upset because Ink wants a paternity test. So this is Gordon saying, let it rest. Jeremiah's mine. Absolutely. Then he goes, I'm going to call Gordon. And then he wants to talk to Mia about boundaries that she should have with her husband and the father of her children. But like she says, he doesn't have kids. He doesn't have a wife. And he wants her to just be done with Gordon. He can't. She can't. She can't be done with Gordon. Because she's married, Ink. She has responsibilities. You're not. And I am 100% on board with that Ink could put this whole relationship. He's the one that broke it off. And then for Mia to refer to Gordon as her ex, fast forward to today. They're very much a family of four, right? But he's talking about, you know, he's getting tired and when are you going to put boundaries in place? And she was like, oh, it's so exhausting. But we see where they are now. So Stacy's hosting a fashion show where they will have animals from a shelter that people, I guess, can, you know, purchase the animals and stuff. So Ashley is walking in the show and some other girls are walking in the show, and this is her charity. Child, this conversation about the divorce is wild. So Ashley's situation is about to come to an end, maybe, right? She said that her lawyer is like, you're going to have to do something or you're going to be like this forever. But it's Stacey that's really blowing Ashley's mind and mine as well. Because she lets Ashley know that she waived the right for child support. And Ashley said that just didn't sit right with her because what if he gets married? Stacey seems to think because her husband is currently taking care of Arabella, that that's how it's going to go. She was like, I know my marriage, I know my soon-to-be ex, and this is what works for us. Because Stacey is so, this is right and this is wrong, and she doesn't see outside of that, it's kind of hard to watch. But I hope everything works out for her the way she plans. And honestly, he probably told her, I'm not giving you child support, but I'll do this, that, and the third. And Ashley's like, before you sign on that dotted line and you can't go back, just really think about it. So we'll see how this goes. I need Kay to just go. So they're on their way to lunch. She's trying to talk about the argument. He's cutting her off. He won't even let her discuss it or get her sentence out. So once they sit down for lunch and he's telling her, you know, I'm a man, you're a woman, we're going to see things different and things like that. And then he tells her, you need to calm TF down. This is not the man, Kay. This is not the man. This is not it. This man is seasoned, spoiled, and everything else. He has children. He's been there and done that. And you are just getting started. Go away from here with this Apollo. And then she said joining this show was so important to her. She just wants him to support her. And now she's like, if we can't compromise on this, how can we compromise on anything else? You're not going to be able to do it. If he won't even have a conversation with you, he doesn't want you to be on this show, you're eventually not going to be on the show. And then you're going to be unhappy. So let's keep it moving. So Stacey is here with her and Karen's friend Vivian. She's coming here to get the fashions for the ladies for the dog fashion show charity, right? And Gizelle, Wendy, and Ashley are on the way. She's a little upset because Karen sent this text. She's not going to be able to make it. She said, I regret I cannot attend your event you sent out yesterday due to your comments, action at Ashley's last event. Because Stacey did not take her side, Karen is throwing a temper tantrum, right? Because she wants people to be on her side. She said that you can count on my supporting your charity. I will be there with bells on. So Wendy is in here talking about Karen because she's letting everybody know that Karen is not coming. And Wendy is like, so do you think that you said something to Karen or you didn't say something? And Stacey's like, she was wrong for talking about Mia's baby. Like, Stacey just feels like that. And it's okay for her to feel like that. She has her own mindset. So now Gizelle has showed up. She is here now. She is here on behalf of Karen, and she's telling Stacey that it was kind of disrespectful for her to send out a text telling the ladies to go to Vivian's shop for dresses without kind of giving Karen a heads up. Stacey is like, I don't have to do that. I've been knowing Vivian longer than I've been knowing Karen. She's my friend. So I called my friend and asked her to do me a favor, and I'm letting you ladies know that I would like for you to be a part of my event, and this is where you can come get your dresses. But they're like, oh, maybe you should have called her ahead of time. Just FYI. I agree with Stacey 100%. I don't have to call Karen and ask Karen for anything. She's not doing anything. I'm getting the dresses from Vivian, my friend. Karen, well, clearly now Karen has been knocked down 10 notches, so let's keep going. Then Gizelle was like, I don't like the way you wrote any of this out, to be honest, because you didn't ask me if I was allergic to dogs, if I was afraid of dogs. But Gizelle doesn't want to do it because of Karen, so she's bowing out. And she said she may have been bitten by a dog or not. So Gizelle is back. So Eddie comes up here and lets Wendy know that she's going to be at the White House interviewing the press secretary. And she is so excited about that. And she is thinking about taking Karen. So Mia and Stacey are meeting, right? And they've talked about Gordon and all that. But Stacey let Mia know that before she got introduced to this group, Karen said she should not be friends with Mia. And honey, look at this. This is Mia's reaction when Stacey tells her that Karen also says she shouldn't be friends with Wendy because she's self-absorbed and out for herself. And Mia took up for Wendy. Karen is a mess. And she's getting what she deserves. It's your girl, Millie Chan. We can talk about it. Bye, y'all.